team, second workout of the week. And before we start, just wanted to let you know you're gonna need two things for the workout today. One, a chair or a bench or anything about knee height, and a towel or a sheet with a big knot on one side. I'll explain to you what we'll need them for in a second. First, we're gonna do two different sets for warm-up. First one is gonna be 2 rounds of 3 movements. You start off with 10 bottom hops. Did it firstly this week. You start in a high plank. You're gonna jump your feet next to your hands 10 times. After 10, we're gonna go to some side plank rotations. 10 in total, 5 on each side. Get onto your elbow and your feet, and from there I'm gonna touch the floor behind me and open up my chest to the ceiling. Back down and up. 5 reps each side, and you finish these rounds with 10 downward facing dog rocks. So you get on your hands and your feet, press your hips to the sky and your chest to your knees. Come back to a high plank, press and rock for 10 reps. Collect 2 rounds, then we'll go into the second part of the warm-up. Again, 3 movements, also 2 rounds, and this time you start with the push-up plus. You get your hands below your shoulders, and the only thing that's going to move are your shoulder blades shrugging back and pushing out. Nice and high plank. I lower myself down, shoulder blades drop, I push them up and collect 10 reps. Then, onto the butt for 20 Russian twists. Make a fist, twist your shoulders to the side and touch the floor 20 times. And you finish with 30 plank taps. You're gonna get on your elbows next to your chair and you're gonna tap the chair in front of you. Collect 2 rounds again, and then you'll be ready for today's workout. Before we go into workout, I'll need you to grab your chair or your couch, and I need you to grab your sheet and get in front of a door. You're gonna throw the knotted side of the sheet over the top of the door, and then you can hang from it for your towel pull-ups. So, it's gonna look like this. I open my door. Get it stuck in between, and when I step back, I can hang and pull myself up to mimic a pull-up. What the rep scheme is gonna look like for the beginners: 30 reps of every move. What we're gonna do, we start with jumping jacks. Arms and legs at the same time, and collect 30 reps. After your jumping jacks, go into 30 sit-ups. Feet on the floor. Let your knees fall out, you touch the floor above your head, and you touch your toes for 1 rep. Come up, touch my toes, back and up. After 30 reps, I go for 30 jumping jacks again. Once I finish those, next movement is gonna be the couch push-up. You need your couch or your chair. I'm gonna get up into a high plank, and I'm gonna bring my chest to the chair 30 times. After them, no surprise, back to the jumping jacks, and you finish your workout with 30 towel pull-ups. Now, the lower you bring your towel or your sheet, the harder it's gonna get. The higher you grab it, the easier it gets. So just pick the skating that works for you. I grab 2 sides, lean to the back, pull my chest to the towel, and collect 30 reps. This is just a big sprint in a chipper form, so try to keep a high pace throughout. If you go for intermediate or experienced today, movements stay almost the same. Only thing is, instead of jumping jacks, we're gonna do 30 chair taps in between all the movements. So 1 foot on top of the chair, you alternate, and you collect 30 reps. Then the reps go up a little bit. You're gonna switch to sit-ups as well, but you're gonna go for 50 reps. Then, after the 50 reps, back to some chair taps. Then, instead of couch push-ups And instead of 30 reps, you go for 40 normal push-ups. Hands below the shoulders, make sure your elbows point to the back. Squeeze your glutes. And touch the floor with your chest every time. Chair taps in between, and same for you, you finish with 30 towel pull-ups. Might sound a bit confusing, but just look up the rep scheme down in the description, and I'm sure you'll get it straight away. Sprint through, try to get your heart rate up, and try to go in as big as sets as you can. Once you're done, take a second to catch your breath. We have 2 stretches today. First is going to be the archer. You can stay on your knees. If you're flexible enough, interlace your fingers and hold it for 1.5 minutes. If you need a bit of help with that, to bridge the gap in between your hands, grab your towel or a band, anything you have, you can reach with those. 1.5 minutes per side. And last one is going to be the couch stretch. You get one foot to the back on top of a couch and the other foot in front of you. It's going to look like this. I'm going to push my hips to the front, and that will give me a nice stretch in my quads. Same thing, 1.5 minutes per side, then you're all good to go. Thanks for joining again. See you next week. Bye.